Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early February 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Pisceans. Hope you're all doing fantastic as we are getting very close to Pisces season. As you can see, very festive around here. It is the month of love. So let's get this first card out here for you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces early February, please. What's happening with my friends? Quick, very, very quick. All right, so there is a little complexity here, and I did see this for another sign. I think it was a fire sign or an air sign. And this card doesn't often come out. I haven't seen it in quite a while. And it kind of makes sense here, Pisces, that there could be certain things where there's a lot going on underneath the surface, whether it's within you or within certain situations. So we'll want to dissect this a little further. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So there's a lot of imagery here on this card. We see this woman, it looks like she's looking into a mirror, she's holding a mask. Multiple mirrors, multiple reflections, all sorts of items and trinkets all over that desk there. Now, there's also the Russian babushka doll there, which is layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. So whenever I see this, I just think of complexity. So for some of the Pisceans out there, there might be certain situations you're dealing with where on the surface it seems very simple, but underneath the surface there's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving layers, and there's just a lot of complex energy. For some of us, because you know I'm part of the collective myself, we might be feeling a lot of complex things, right? Like people always tell us, hey, Pisces, you're off in your own world, you're always in your own dream world, which could be true sometimes, but it might be a lot you're dealing with when this card is here, and that's okay. So let's just put that down. Also note with this card that it could represent your empathy as well. So for a lot of the Pisceans, everyone knows that Pisces is a very sensitive sign. That could be extra amped up in this time, okay? So your energetic and empathetic sensitivity could be really heightened. So keep that in mind. Let's just put her down right over there. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness and shuffle it up one time for the Pisceans. And while we get this deck all shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was beautiful energy, my friends, okay? So whether it came in for you or not, hopefully that energy could link up with you this coming week. The reading was titled Best Reading Yet, and it was all over the place. There wasn't even one smidge of negativity in the Pisces reading last week, which was really nice, so I hope you claimed it. But I mean, life is never that simple, right? So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, all right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get 3 cards for Pisces. What do we got for my friends? Hopefully that positive energy continues. You never know though, right? I only read jumpers, so let's see what pops out randomly here. Okay, action, movement, water, energy. Starting something with a bang, hitting the ground running with something as well. There's a lot of movement and action here, Pisces. Cancer energy. Let's get a couple more. Starting with the Chariot, that's a very powerful, strong energy to lead off. Oh, wow, it doesn't slow down. Okay. What are you doing, Pisces? What are you dealing with? Okay. You might be a very busy bee with all this energy. Let's get you one more, and we'll really build this story out. Okay, quick. Working hard on something as well. We have the 3 of Pentacles right here on the back end. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff happening here, Pisces. Really want to take a further look at this. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. A lot happening. Powerful energy here. At first look, first glance, when I look over here in the box, we're leading off with arguably the 2 fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. We have water, we have air, We have earth energy, so this could be separate different things. It could be different aspects of the same thing as well. Especially with these cards, there's a lot of implied distance and travel involved here as well. So you might be hitting the road, hitting a plane, hitting the bus, whatever it might be. But let's go through it piece by piece and really start to build it out. I'm also seeing the vibe of your circle of influence on the back end. But position number one, like I said, we're starting with a bang. We're starting with the Chariot. So this could easily just represent a Cancerian that you're connected to. Maybe you have Cancer in your chart. And this is fast forward movement. It is determination. It's powerful. It's strong. It's action. This card could literally represent distance and travel, like I already mentioned. It could represent your mode of transportation. So there could be something about a vehicle or how you get around when this card is here. If you're not dealing with anything like that, we just think of fast forward movement and action. You could be either going towards something or away from something. Something's popping off here, or someone's making a move whenever the Chariot's in the mix. Now, the challenging aspect of this card could sometimes be a little unpredictable. The Chariot could also be a little confrontational sometimes as well. And I always mention, remember what a chariot was originally built for. It wasn't just for transportation, it was an instrument of war. So even with this, and now we have the Knight of Swords, watch out for a little headbutting confrontation when we have this type of energy. We're not going to solidify it in with that just yet. I really want to look further into the spread before we lock that type of energy in. So moving to the second card, we have the Knight of Swords. A lot of similarities with the Chariot. Okay? Now, this could be an air sign. You could be connected to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius when this card is here. Once again, fast forward movement, fast momentum, action, travel, distance, all the similarities that we have with this Chariot. This is someone moving towards something like a rocket or something coming towards you very quick. Okay, so that's something to note. You could be going towards something could be coming towards you. There could be like a head-to-head path happening here. We just think of very fast, powerful energy when we see both. And the same challenges apply with this this Knight of Swords, as with the Chariot. It could be aggressive. It could be confrontational. So when we have the Chariot and the Knight of Swords, just watch out for headbutting or confrontation. But like I said, I felt like a lot of Pisces, you could be doing a lot in this time, or wanting to at the very least. Like it's a very busy, busy, busy type of energy. It's not dreamy like people always say about us Pisceans. It's like hitting the ground running, no delays, let's make it happen type of energy, which could be really good and prosperous. I mean, the clarifiers are really going to be important to what this is. Now, knights can also sometimes be messengers. I always say that. They could be communication and messages, talks, things like that. So we'll look into that further. Now, as we get to the back end, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is one of my bigger cards of work. So for some Pisceans in this time, you might be contemplating or going through some changes in regards to how you earn money or what you do for a living. The Three of Pentacles is very dedicated type of energy. It's diligent. It's working hard towards something. It's artisanal. It's creative. So for some Pisceans, you might be letting the creative juices flow when this card is here. I generally see this also as your circle of influence, right? Because this is the card of teamwork makes the dream work. People that work together as a unit. So we might be soloing down on the energy of someone you're connected to here, right? Like this might not be your energy. This could be somebody else. Another thing with the Three Pentacles, it could represent people working together as a unit and a group. And in its challenge, it could sometimes be someone that just doesn't work well with others. So there's a lot for us to take a look at here, Pisces. I want to dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for you, Pisces. Let's see what's happening early February, please, my gods. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Chariot. See what this action's about. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right. Chariot time. Why is that Chariot in the mix? Okay. Quick. All right. This does feel a little aggressive. It does feel a little hot and heavy. For some of you, this could be an unexpected or surprising message or talk coming in. We have the Ace of Swords. It could also be an opportunity or an offer. So I feel something coming towards you very quickly. I know I just said 4 different damn things, but once again, this energy is very fast, very fluid. It's like moving, moving, moving. It could be several of the things I just mentioned. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Sword of Truth. This card could often show up when you're thinking clearly, when you're seeing things logically. I always say this is a card of intelligence here. So when it's underneath the Chariot, like you might see something, do something. Identify a problem, make a move on it. That's like a big energy I'm picking up here, Pisces. So if there are any problems or tough situations that crop up in this time, you might be very fast to jump on it and try to fix it quickly. But once again, with the Chariot, moving into this Ace of Swords, something's coming at you quick. So whether this is a communication, a message, a talk, coming in unexpectedly or surprisingly, that could absolutely be it. But I'm also getting the energy of opportunities and offers. So several of these things could be coming at you very fast and powerful. Now, once again, I will say this, Pisces, there is a little bit of an aggression here in this spread. Like with what we have going on in the top, I explained it already. Now we have the Sword of Truth. This could also be a little aggressive sometimes as well, which can be channeled in a very positive way. For some Pisces in this time, you might just be extremely determined. This could be like overall energy of determination moving forward with things, which is nice. But I would say something's coming at you quick. Any of the things I just mentioned could possibly be it. So let's move over to the Knight of Swords. See what's up with that. I mean, powerful energy. So let's see why the Knight of Swords is in the mix. Please and thank you. See if we get any difference in the energy here. Thank you. Wow, Wheel of Fortune, sudden. And once again, this energy is not slowing down whatsoever, Pisces. This is good. And I did say it, like, if there's a problem, you identify it, you act on it. If there's something good coming in, you identify it, you act on it. To me, it's just like very fast, like boom, 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 boom. So for a lot, I mean, once again, I always said, a lot of people say for us Pisceans, we're in la la land or we're daydreaming all the time. Doesn't feel like it here, Pisces. Like, I feel you like jumping on top of things quick, identifying, jumping on them, what's good, what's not. It just feels really good. The Wheel of Fortune could also represent change, okay? It's my good luck charm. It's Jupiter type of energy. So whenever this card shows up, it's like, yeah, luck's going to be on your side. Luck's coming towards you. There might be some sort of lucky break, or it could be your lucky day. But this is a very sudden change as well, like an energy that switches and changes suddenly. So when we're talking about all this fast moving energy, all this energy moving towards you, there could be certain things that are in flux right now, and that's okay. The final destination isn't known yet in regards to something. If you're going through problems, maybe the solution isn't known yet. I feel for a lot of you, there's really good things coming in though, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. It's one of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. So we have that good holdover energy from last week here, Pisces. And it just feels very rapid, okay? Like the good things, the challenges, I just feel you being on top of things, which I really, really like. Like, it's not a slouch type of energy. So just know, yeah, things could be changing suddenly or fast or unexpectedly. All the stuff we were already talking about. Let's move over to the Three of Pentacles, see what's up with that. Because now we might be seeing the energy of those around you here when we get to the Three of Pentacles. So we'll look at that, then we'll do the recap before we get into the Shadow card. Very rapid energy here, my friends. Thank you. Okay, Six of Cups. Okay, someone might urge you to slow down on something as well now. All right, we have the Six of Cups underneath the Three of Pentacles. Working well together with an individual, that's a big possibility. Now, whenever I see the Six of Cups, I do think of history. It is one of my cards of memories here, but when I see the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Cups together, this is just a nice, easy flowing, peaceful type of energy. So for a lot of Pisces in this time, yeah, you might be in this mode now to reach this destination. It's like, okay, I'm going to do all this work now. I'm going to do all these things now so I can get to this. This is the end goal. This is what I want. Now, for a small portion of you, yeah, there might be something regarding an individual possibly returning here. I've been seeing that for a lot of signs this week, right? It is the month of love. So that is possibly in the cards for some Pisceans in this time. But when I see the Three of Pentacles with the Six of Cups, if you need help with something, don't be afraid to ask for it. And there's a big possibility that somebody may ask for your assistance as well. Okay, that's another thing I'm picking up. Even though there's no Six of Pentacles out here, I feel there's something on the back end here in regards to help or assistance. So if you need it, if you got too much on your plate, too much going on, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it, or advice. okay? Because someone might be seeking that out from you as well, okay? It's a fond energy. But let's go through and do a quick recap, and we'll get into the shadow card. Lots of stuff going on here. It's an amped up type of energy straight across the board. But if you kindly look in the box before the shadow, position number 1, we do have the Chariot with the Ace of Swords in the upright, the Sword of Truth. Now, I did say there's a bit of an aggressive energy overall in the front end of here. It might be very busy, identifying things quickly, whether it's a problem, whether it's a good thing, like identify it, jumping on it, fixing it, making it work, or making the most of it. But a big thing I saw here is like, yeah, this could be an unexpected or surprising talk or opportunity / offer showing up here in the front. And it feels okay. It feels like things are coming towards you, but you're also moving towards things, because when we get to the center, we have the Knight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things could be changing fast, suddenly, unexpectedly in this time, but it just feels extremely rapid, and luck could be on your side here, Pisces. I really like this energy in the center. If you want it, go get it. If you want something, you want an outcome, making it happen. This is a really positive energy here in the center. Getting to the back end, we have the 3 of Pentacles with the 6 of Cups. I did say you might be working hard on something to reach a serene state eventually. This could be long-term thinking. And for another portion of you, I did mention if you need assistance, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. There might be someone hitting you up for assistance as well. But there's an energy of a return too. So like there's a lot happening in this spread this week. Please feel free to check it out further if you want. Please take a screenshot. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, Pisces. I mean, that was a different flavor than what we had last week, that's for sure. But let's shuffle it up one time, see what's in the shadows for Pisces, please. And yes, my friends, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. A shadow card doesn't always have to be a challenge. It could be a good thing. So let's see what's in the shadows. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. Put a link for that in the comments down below. It is a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for all my channel members. So no pressure. Let's get your shadow card out here, though. What is in the shadows for Pisces? Thank you. Nice and quick. Okay, we do have the World card. All right, yeah, new chapter here. Now, the World could sometimes represent things coming to a close. It could represent endings, but this isn't like bad ending. This is more of like happy ending type of vibe. One thing I will say about this, because to me it's more of like something recreating itself when I see the World. As a shadow card, you might be affected a lot in the coming days and weeks by the energy of the world itself or the people in it. Remember what I said very early on. Your empathy could be heightened. Your energetic sensitivity could be heightened. When I see the world in the shadows, this isn't just endings or the end of a journey to me. I think of this as the world itself too. So just know, like, you could be picking up the energy of those around you, people around you. You might need some sort of outlet or energetic shield if that's the case when the world shows up in the shadows. Now, for another portion of you, yeah, there may have been a chapter that's closed that is still hanging on, right? Or whether it's energetically hanging on or it's something that's crossing your mind quite a bit. That could absolutely be possible here. I would say just protect your energy in this time. That's like the main thing, protect your energy. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details, the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air sign readings. But before we jump into this month's subscriber surprise, I just have a couple of really quick announcements. First and foremost, if you've been trying to hunt me down for a personal reading, my digital calendar is now up on mastermetaphysics.com. You can find that down in the description. So it has all the information if you'd like to book a personal reading with me. Second, I also opened up a P.O. box. I know a lot of people have been wanting to write me or send me various different things. That is also in the description. I'll be doing an update on Master Metaphysics later this week with a bunch of goodies like the pendants, crystal bracelets, and things like that. But for the February subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my go-to decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit vibes with you the best. Is it the fiery wands? Is it the earthy pentacles, the emotional cups, or the logical swords? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of February, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again soon.